Hello loves, welcome to Goddess Flow. This class is designed to help you get and stay in your body, to cultivate your feminine powers, wake up your womb, honor your breasts, reconnect with the goddess within and without. So a little bit about me before we start. My name is Hara Love. I'm an acupuncturist, yoga teacher, dance enthusiast, sacred self-care coach. I love helping women get in their bodies and making it fun and pleasurable. So that's what we're going to do today. So Goddess Flow is a combination of a bunch of modalities that I've put together in ways that really help to reset our nervous system, make sure that physical and energetic blockages are clear, so that we can process our emotions and feel really good about where we are in our bodies. So we'll use a combination of movements. We'll use what are called isolations, where we focus on one part of the body, contracting and releasing. And we'll use more flowing movements, like in belly dance, in pulses, to stimulate the nervous system, to prepare for orgasmic health and an orgasmic cascade, which we'll go more into as we go through the classes. For now, just know that this movement is very powerful and very playful, and if you do it consistently, then you will see results pretty quickly. So we'll use movement. We'll get into posture a little bit, maybe talk about nutrition, lifestyle, things that you can do to boost your immune system. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll be trying to post videos at least once a day, and I'm happy to talk about something specific if you need. Sound good? All right, let's get started. So the first song we're going to listen to is called Vesper Star by Beats Antique and remixed by David Starfire, and it is an homage to the goddess Venus, which the planet Venus is known as the Vesper Star. It's our morning and evening star. So we'll start out with some breath work and focusing on the three-part breath. I'm sitting or kneeling right now. You can sit, kneel, stand, whatever feels good to your body right now. We're just going to start bringing our awareness into our body, noticing where we have any pain, starting to focus on our breath. So we'll start with a three-part breath. As we go through the videos, I'll be introducing more and more breathwork techniques from yoga, from qigong, inspired by channeling the goddess, whatever needs to come through. But for now, we're going to do a three-part breath, which means that we're inhaling into the top of our lungs and letting our diaphragm relax so that we can breathe into the lower part of our lungs, and then letting our belly expand outward, release and open so that we can allow the diaphragm to drop even deeper. As we exhale, the belly draws in and up, diaphragm contracts, pushing the lungs up, and then we slowly compress inward, getting that last little bit of air from the top of the lungs. So that's the basic three-part breath. Inhale, open, exhale, contract. Inhale, expand, exhale, contract. We can also think about it as an inhale and release. So we can release and drop down even into our pelvic floor. So if you have some connection with your pelvic floor, have done some womb work or Kegels, anything like that, you have a sense of what you need to do. As you inhale, letting everything expand open and drop down. Let the pelvic floor, the anus also drop down and open, just slightly if you can at first. As we exhale, drawing like a purse string up and in, all the way up as we compress the air out. You can add in arms, letting the arms expand out to the sides, drawing the shoulder blades together as we inhale, really opening up the front of the body, letting things release down, and as we exhale, drawing up and rounding forward, giving ourselves a nice little hug, acknowledging all the hard work we do every day, just being human. Inhale, let the arms come up and out to the sides a little more. And exhale, compress in, up. Good. So this is the basic breath that we can return to anytime we're feeling stress or anxiety and we need to ground into our body. It's good to start by returning to the breath, bringing your awareness into the body. Let's wake up the pelvis a little more. So we have the pelvic bowl, My fingertips are the front of the bowl, elbows towards the back. We're going to tip up and then tip back. When we tip up, we're engaging the abs to help tip. And then as we drop back, we're releasing the abs and contracting the back muscles. This is one of the primary exercises to prepare for sacred twerking. So in a sense, we're doing a small twerk here, up and then back. We can also go back and then drop, back and then drop. Okay? So you can go up, drop, back, drop, or you can go up, back, back. Those are all options. They tone different parts of the body. We can also do side. So for engaging the side muscles and lifting the hip, we are going to draw the lower ribs here and the hip towards each other, right? So this is going to tone the girdle muscles, the ones that keep all of our organs in place. And the girdle muscles, the muscles that surround our belly this way, tend to get congested and weak as we age. So they start to just kind of floop open. They don't have the strength, they don't have the tension that they need to be able to contract and release effectively. So as we work our side muscles contracting, then we also want to be able to release as well. So even if it means you need to go a little slower, that's okay. You want to get the contract and the release. Contract, contract, contract is good, but we want to be able to make sure that we have a release in there as well, at least once in a while, a nice deep release. It's especially important for orgasmic health, and the girdle muscles have a lot to do with our state of orgasmic health because they really strongly affect the nerves that come out of our spine and run down through our pelvis, back and front. So we want to be able to engage the side muscles. So I'm drawing these together and then I'm letting them go. You can do the other side and let it go. You can pulse one side, contract, let go, or you can alternate back and forth. And that will draw your hips side to side with a little lift. I'm not going to use any belly dance terms. I'm not going to use any really specific terms right now. This is very beginning stuff. I want to make sure you get the idea of it. And as we go on, I'll start adding in more terminology. But for now, just know that we're lifting the hip and contracting the muscle and then releasing. Same thing when we are tilting our pelvic bowl up. We are engaging the front of our belly, the front abs, and then we're releasing them. Engage and release. And the engagement can come all the way in from the base of the pelvic floor and then relax. So whenever we engage a muscle, we really want to give it a chance to relax. Sometimes, like when we're working towards the peak of an orgasmic contraction, we will want to pulse contractions without releasing. But for right now, we want to make sure that we can contract and release because that will help the health of each muscle group that we're working. So let's move into some hip circles. And it can be a hip circle or a hip square. So if it's a hip square, you want to slide to one side, hip forward, slide to the other side, and hip back. And if you want to do the opposite, you just go forward, side, back, side. Right? If you know how to do hip circles, if you've done them before, you can smooth it out. Nice and slow and even. So as we are pushing towards the front, we are engaging the back. As we are sliding, we're engaging the side more. Back, we're engaging the front to stabilize, and side, we're engaging the other side. So just feeling what it means and what it feels like to engage different groups of muscles and then to let them go. This is a really important technique that we don't often have as we age. We tend to lose that ability to really strongly contract and release the muscle unless we keep going with it and are consistent with it. And that has to do with our nervous system and our circulation, which I can go into in another video. So for now, just working on contracting. So lifting up, drawing up the pelvis as we roll forward and letting it go as we go back. Keeping a little bit of tension in the belly just so we keep some core strength. Remembering to breathe in and out. We're moving nice and slow so our breath can keep up with it. We'll go faster as we progress through the videos, but I want to show the basics for everything that we do so that you really get it first. Let's go the other way. So sliding forward, contracting, releasing as we go back. Contracting the back muscles as we go back and releasing the front. So at first it might be a little jerky. You might still be in kind of that square or a lopsided oval, and that's okay. What matters is that we're increasing awareness, we're getting movement in, we're learning to contract and release our muscles, because the more we have control over when our muscles contract and release, the healthier they are for the first part. And the second part, we are able to better control our orgasmic health. And what that means is we have nerves in our body that respond to different types of impulses. And the nerves that respond to orgasmic stimulation, we actually have all throughout our body. They're especially concentrated in the pelvis, in our genital area, in our breast tissue, in our earlobes, in our lips. But we can cultivate an orgasmic sensation anywhere in the body. So there are certain techniques that we need to learn to be able to do that, and this is one of them. Controlling your muscles. When you can learn to control your muscle by contracting, and then actively releasing, you can learn to pulse that contraction through your muscle, and that will stimulate the nerves that respond to orgasmic impulses. So it's pretty fun. You can learn to have an orgasm anywhere in the body, any muscle in the body, and you can also learn to stimulate an orgasmic cascade by working somewhere in the body and having it develop or bloom, blossom down into your pelvis, into your genitals. And you can do that without ever even having to touch your genitals or have any type of penetration, whether it's with a partner or solo. Of course, you always have that option, but sometimes it's nice to just realize that you need a release and to, say you're out on the town or stuck in your house with your kids or whatever it is, and you can't quite get into that state for whatever reason. It's great to know that you have the option of creating an orgasmic release without, with clothes on, with or without partner. There's a lot of variety that you can do. So let's get back into some movement. We're going to do the same movement as we did for the pelvis, but we're going to do it with the chest. So as we exhale, we're going to round forward, contracting the chest muscles, and then inhale, contract the shoulder blades together. Okay? And we're just going to pump back and forth a little bit. This is a really common move in Kundalini yoga, in belly dance, and the reason is that it really strongly supports the contraction and release of the muscles for physical health. For women especially, it's important to really wake up the chest muscles and the nervous system, because our heart opening plays a really big role in our orgasmic health. So as we exhale, rounding forward, contracting together, inhale, drawing your blades together, flapping your wings. So just imagine that you have wings and you're flapping them nice and slow. The song speeds up here, but let's maintain our nice slow state. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. You can speed up a little bit if it feels good, otherwise just stay nice and slow. So exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, whatever feels good. Eventually, we can start going faster, but for now, let's just focus on the contract and release. You can go side to side. Side, slide just a little bit, other side, slide just a little bit. So we're stabilizing here through our belly. Our girdle muscles, our ribs are nice and stable, so that we're just focusing on sliding the shoulders back and forth. Sometimes we'll do wiggles and keep the whole body in on it, but for now, let's just focus on the shoulders. So nice strong stabilization, contracting inward, contracting the pelvic floor. We're going to hold for about a minute, okay? As we slide side to side. Nice and slow. Keep that contraction for now as long as you can. If you need to release, of course, release. Remembering to breathe. Out. faster if it feels good. Keep that nice strong engagement. And release. Let your pelvic floor drop. Let your belly release. Let the pooch come out just a little bit. It's okay to let it out, and let's just shake. Shake your hips, shake your shoulders. So shaking is a primal movement. It's a very ancient movement, and it is especially supportive for releasing deep pain and tension throughout the body. You can focus your movements on the belly if you have a lot of digestive issues or menstrual pain. You can focus on the chest if you have a lot of anxiety or difficulty breathing. So just back and forth. Just letting your body move back and forth. You can rock. Side to side. You can rock back and forth as well. But shaking is one of the main techniques primal movement techniques that I use. You can use it anytime, anywhere. You can do it seated, standing, laying down. Standing, it would look like just shake your hips back and forth and let the motion move through your body, move through your legs, move through your arms. This is an ancient technique. They've been using it in Tai Chi for thousands of years. Animals do it to recover from trauma. So we know that it works. We know that it helps the nervous system, especially along the spine and through the belly, because there's so much fluid in there and so much movement that we can get. And along the spine, there's so many little muscles that just need some movement that they don't get if we're locked up and just staying in a straight line all the time. We're just shaking all that tension out, allowing the organs to kind of slosh around in there. When we're stuck, when our belly is always really tight, when our low belly is always really tight, we're not getting natural movement and massage of our organs. So when we shake, we're getting a little internal massage, which is always really nice. Our organs really appreciate it. So let's do a rock back and forth. Just a little pump. We're not contracting or releasing with this one. We're just letting our hips move back and forth. Rocking may be a little easier to do kneeling. You can just go back and forth. There's also bouncing. Bouncing will get the bottom and top of our organs, so especially our heart and our womb, they love to bounce. It stimulates a lot of orgasmic energy, wakes up a lot of nerves, increases circulation. So bouncing you can also do seated or standing. For standing bouncing, you'll just lift the heels and let them drop down. When you're bouncing, it can be really nice to have a relaxed posture. So instead of being, holding ourselves really rigid, our feet are spread out hip width, our knees are bent just a little bit, our tailbone drops down to open up our low back, and we're just lightly engaged through the belly to protect. Shoulders are just hanging, kind of like the tops of our shoulders are a hanger, and our arms are just dropping off of them. So you can focus a little bit more on your chest, bouncing the heart, getting a massage through the heart, massaging the lungs, helping to break up any junk that's stuck in there, increase circulation so that we can take deeper, stronger breaths. Let's do side to side, just swaying the hips. I'm just lightly lifting up one foot and then the other, bending my knee, lifting the hip, then the other knee, lift the hip. You can go nice and slow. Just listen to your body. Do what feels good. If you don't know what feels good, stay nice and slow. So I'm just lightly picking up my foot. You can go a little deeper if it feels good. You can even do a little bit of a lift. And shake back and forth again. So these are all really simple techniques. I'm going to be expanding on them in future videos, but start with those, especially if you're a beginner to womb awakening, to heart awakening, to yoga or dance. If you're new to any of it, just go nice and slow. I'll be posting more videos. I'm hoping to do at least one a day, more if I feel inspired. So again, if you have any questions or any specifics that you'd like covered, feel free to let me know. Remember to come back to your breath. Remember to get into your body, shake it out, isolate it, contract and release, so that we can be strong and healthy, have our energy consolidated. All right, blessings.